Hi everyone and welcome to this video. This is my first video here on YouTube, so hello. My name is Erin, I am 22 years old. I currently am working full-time as a commercial graduate and I love to read. I'm hoping that most of the content on here will be book content. Today is Monday and I kind of thought I would bring you along on like a what I read in a week type video. This is going to be very realistic. I started my job back in September. We're currently March. No, we're not, but April. And between September and December, I was reading like nothing because I was just so tired all the time. Not gonna lie, really depressed. So I just didn't have the energy to read anything. And then in January, I was like, no, we're not doing this anymore. I'm bringing joy back into my life. I'm reading as much as I used to. So I've now gotten into a really good routine of reading loads while still obviously working full time, which is fantastic. So I thought I would kind of show you like what I realistically read in a week. I get to start a new book today. This morning I finished Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I don't really have anything good to say about it, so I'm not gonna give you my opinion other than it could have been half the size it was and they suddenly fell in love and I was like, how? There's been no romance or yearning. They've just been fucking the entire book. But anyway, I am currently trying to decide what to read next. One option I have is Summer in the City by Alex Astor. As soon as I heard that she was coming out with a romance book, I thought, I want to read that. It's also set in New York. Anyone who knows me knows that New York is literally my favourite place on the planet. I've been there twice. I went just this past November and I love it so much. I'm going again this year, or hoping to at least, given that the political, climate doesn't get much worse than it is currently. But I have this works edition of Summer in the City, which, if you are from the UK, will know has this gorgeous like foiled cover and it has this little like map on the inside, which is so cute. But I've been really keen to read this. I've not read any of Alex Astor's books previously. I haven't read Light Lark. If I do like this though, if I like her writing, I'm definitely going to read Light Lark. It's been on my radar for probably the better part of a year now, and I've just never gotten around to picking it up. So this is option one. Option two is on Kindle, which is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I love Jessa Hastings books. You can kind of see behind me just here I have the whole Magnolia Park series. I love her writing and I've seen a lot of people loving The Conditions of Will. I truly have no idea what it's about, but I've seen a lot of people kind of saying like there's little like nods to the Magnolia Parks universe in there, and I'm really in the mood to read it. Problem is, I don't want to buy the UK copy because it's a hardback and it won't match the rest of them. But on Kindle it's also like £8.99 and I am trying my best not to spend money right now. So I'm not going to decide just yet, but hopefully by the end of the day we'll have a chance to decide what we're going to read. At the moment I am leaning more towards The Conditions of Will, but I might read this. Who knows? I'll let you know later. But also, I thought I would just quickly plug my hoodie. This is a hoodie from Literature Stitches. She is a small business based here in the UK and she makes bookish hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, tote bags, bookmarks, like crossbody bags, like the Uniqlo ones. What else does she do? Kindle cases, book pocket things, I don't know what to call them. But she does the most amazing bookish merch. I'm not joking, I would say about 80% of the time I am wearing something from her. If you are wanting to purchase anything from her website, which I will link down below, this isn't sponsored by the way, but I am a brand ambassador for her. But even if I wasn't, I love all of her stuff. But if you want to get some money off when you decide to purchase something, use code ERIN10 for 10% off at checkout. It's honestly like, I live in this. This is my current favourite. It's also my newest one, which it tends to be whichever one I've received most recently tends to be my favourite, but this one, as soon as you came out with this design, I was like, that on a red hoodie would look fucking sick. So I bought it straight away and love her. Anyway, I have about 15 minutes left of my lunch break, so I am gonna just chill. I will catch up with you guys later when I pick my read for the week. Okay guys, ignore my dog barking in the background. He's having one of those days. I have just finished work for the day. I'm about to quickly run to the supermarket to get some stuff for dinner, and then we can hopefully start reading. Okay guys, I'm back from the supermarket. That was hell. It was so busy. And I forgot how horrible rush hour traffic is. I'm just gonna see which one has the highest rating on Goodreads. And let that decide. Right, here we go. Somewhere in the City has a rating of 3.96. The Conditions of Will, 3.96 is what we're competing with. Conditions of Will has 4.47. I just don't want to spend the money. I don't know if I want to read it. This shouldn't be this difficult. I think I'm gonna read Summer in the City. I know I'm going against everything I just said, but I think I'm gonna do Summer in the City. I just think I will not be able to feel good about purchasing the Conditions of Will right now. I will eventually, but I think for now this is a good option. But I don't know if I'm going to start it right now, just because I feel like I need a bit of like decompression time. This is our decision, so I am gonna chill out, and I will obviously film when I start this one. Okay guys, I am ready for bed and I'm finally gonna actually start reading. I am intrigued to see how quick or how far I can get into this evening, because like I said, it's actually a pretty short book. It makes it look longer because it's hardback, but in reality it's probably like a similar length to like an Annabelle Monaghan book. So, and I usually like smash my way through those, so I'm very excited. But yeah, let's get started with reading. Okay guys, a quick update for you. Ignore the state of me. I've taken my hair out because it was uncomfy. It's a grease pit. I'm gonna wash it tomorrow. Leave me alone. I haven't read that much. I decided to get a head start on editing this video. So, as a result, I have read 31 pages. But I am very intrigued by the concept. I probably should have prefaced, I have gone into this completely blind. I don't know any of the tropes. I mean, I've guessed now, but I'm like 5 chapters in. I'm getting the vibes of forced proximity, kind of one night stand, enemies to lovers. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting at the moment. I don't know what the actual plot is yet, whether they're gonna have to like actually get involved with each other, but I'm liking it. I did see a quote that I fell in love with and wanted to underline. It was this is the quote that I saw that I loved, and if I had my pen to hand I would underline it. So now I hate myself for doing this too, don't worry guys, I'm gonna dog it in the page. It says, "It's interesting how love colours things I would normally hate into my absolute favourite shade." That just got me. I never pay attention to things like this in books. Usually I'm there for a good time. I'm not paying attention to the writing particularly. That quote, I was like, I love that. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. I've got a long day of work tomorrow. afternoon. It is Tuesday. I am currently on my lunch break and I've just been filming some videos for TikTok, so I'm about to just kind of clean up my shelves a bit because they are now a little bit messy from filming. But yeah, I will link my TikTok down below for those of you who are interested in seeing what I have filmed. Hoping that today I will read a lot more of Summer in the City. I do have to go to the gym today after work, so the evening, the problem is I haven't figured out what we're going to do for dinner yet, which is proving to be slightly problematic. I've looked on TikTok, I've looked on Instagram to see if I can find any inspiration, but sadly haven't found anything that I really fancy. I think my plan is I'm going to go to the gym, come back, have a shower, and then just start reading from there and try and make as much progress in Summer in the City as I can tonight. But anyway, just thought I'd give you that brief update, but I will see you all later on. Please ignore my appearance. I have just had my post-gym shower and washed my hair, so I'm just gonna look a bit grim for this clip, but I promise later on in the video I will look hopefully a bit more normal. I think this is as good as it's gonna get. I forgot to film earlier, but I did actually read a little bit more of Summer in the City. I am really enjoying it. I am now, how many pages in? 122 pages in. I'm about to start chapter 15. It's really good. I didn't realise that there was fake dating in here. I feel like fake dating has always been one of my favourite tropes. It's just one of those ones where it's the same every time, but I'm going to eat it up every single time. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I am desperate to sit down and keep reading. That's how much I'm enjoying it. But I do have to go make dinner for me and my parents now, so I'm about to go do that. But as soon as I have finished my dinner, I'm going to do my hair and then I'm going to get back to this. I will say I love Alex Aster's writing. This is convincing me to read Light Lark, although I wonder if it will be really different, because obviously this is a adult romance, whereas obviously Light Lark is a young adult fantasy. So I don't know how different the writing is or how it varies. So if you're someone who has read both Summer in the City and the Light Lark series, can you please tell me if the writing is similar? Just because I love the way, I don't know, I just ever since that one quote at the beginning that I just fell in love with, I've just been really enjoying it. It's really good. So yeah, I'm very excited to continue with this. But yeah, I'm gonna go make dinner and I'll see you guys later. Okay guys, as I'm hoping you can tell, I'm looking a lot more presentable now. I've just dried my hair. I use the Revlon dry brush thing at the moment, especially if I'm washing my hair before I have to go to work the next day. I will wash it, let it mostly air dry, and then use my little round brush to smooth it out and finish drying, and then this is the result. I'm about to get into bed and read this one before I have to go to sleep. Okay guys, an update for you. I have made some decent progress into Summer in the City. I'm currently on page 206, chapter 22. I am loving this book. I am so not surprised, but I don't know, I just didn't really have any expectations going into this book, but the characters feel so fully realised, and they just feel like real people. They don't, I keep forgetting that they're words on a page. They feel real, if that makes sense, which for me and the way that I like to read, is one of my favourite things about reading. All of my favourite series or favourite books I love so much because the characters felt real, and that is a reason I'm loving this book. I genuinely can see this being a 5 stars. I'm really enjoying it. I imagine I will very easily finish it tomorrow, considering I've only got like probably like 90 pages left, so this will be getting finished tomorrow. I do wish it was longer. Like, that's the thing as well, like, I mean, I guess with it being a short book, but there's not really any like informational like scenes that don't feel like necessary. I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm really loving it. What a great way to start this video. Hello everyone, it is Wednesday. I have just got back from work. It's been busy-ish today. By the way, I didn't go to work in this. I just was really uncomfy in my work clothes, so I changed into this when I got back. Nice and sunny today. Not that you can really tell from like behind me, but it's bright blue skies, very nice and like warm. It was freezing this morning when I left the house. Not gonna lie, getting up this morning was hard. I've not been into the office for 2 weeks, so was very tired this morning. For context, I get up at 5:45 when I have to go into the office, which is horrible. But it's fine. Productive day done. I am about to start reading. I am hoping that I'm going to finish Somewhere in the City now, so that is the plan. I am really tired, so maybe I'll like give myself a good like 15 minutes to just like recuperate, because I've pretty much like got in the door, got changed, and here we are. So yeah, I'm gonna chill out for a little bit, and then we will get to the book. I have just finished Somewhere in the City. I really liked this book. I got really worried at the end. I don't know how to say this without spoiling it. Something happened at the end and I was like, really? Like, that's just ruined the entire book. Like, everything throughout the entire book was like so logical, and then this one bit I was like, what? Turns out it wasn't. I mean, it was what it was, but it wasn't. That doesn't make any sense, but if you've read the book, hopefully you'll know what bit I'm talking about. But essentially, it was like part of, I guess, like an ongoing plot. And then I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. And then now that I finished it, I'm like, actually, no, I am glad about that. Because while, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of a third act breakup. I just don't like them. But this one, it made sense because, like, they were together, but, like, she still very clearly had things that she was working through and needed to continue working through before she actually, like, was serious about him. So I really liked this. I actually do think I'm going to give it a 5 stars. I'm trying to think the last time I gave a romance a 5 stars. Loved her. I'm about to update my reading journal, which I will go through in a separate video if you guys are interested. Sorry, the dog is going crazy. Anyway, I will catch up with you in a bit when we pick our next read. It is now, what is the time? 5:45. I updated my book journal and I was just checking my bank balance. I don't know how, I need to have a proper look, but I've got more money in there than I thought I did. I'm really confused. But basically, because I have more money than I thought, we're gonna buy The Conditions of Will, because I want to read it. I can't remember what the synopsis was. I remember looking at the synopsis and being a bit like, I'm not sure. But I have learnt that I'm the kind of person who has to just ignore what the synopsis is, because a lot of the times I've been put off books by what it like describes them as, and then I read them and I love them. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm also just like, I really enjoy Jessa Hastings' writing, so I feel like how could I possibly go wrong? So that has just been purchased. Very exciting. I'm really excited. Yeah, I only got it because I was just looking through my Kindle to see like what I wanted to read next. She's on there. Perfect. I'm not sure if I'm going to start it tonight, just because I do currently have a really horrid headache. And it's one of those ones where I'm not completely sure it's gonna go away. I get really bad headaches all the time, so I feel like I can kind of tell now when one is gonna be really bad, and this one I feel like it's kind of snuck up on me a bit, which is a little bit annoying. But I'm gonna take some painkillers and hope for the best. Next book picked. I'm also, oh no, I'll finish this video by then. I was gonna say I'm also hoping to read Wild and Wrangled in this video, but I don't think I'm going to get around to it. Wild and Wrangled comes out on Tuesday by Lila Sage, and I'm so excited about it. So excited. And I'm rambling. I will speak to you guys later. Welcome to Thursday. I don't know what the hell has gotten into me today. Today was meant to be a no makeup day, especially as I'm going to the gym later, and I decided, let me just do makeup that's just short of a full face. I'm not sure what happened there. I never wear eyeliner, and I decided today that I would do eyeliner. I never wear eyeshadow. Decided I was going to do eyeshadow today. Don't know what has gotten into me, but that is the vibe we're going with today. I think I was just like, I want to feel good today. I want to feel pretty. I want to feel cute. And I'm going to film a couple more TikToks today. I've got about 2 ideas I'm going to film today. So I'm really trying to get a lot more consistent with TikTok. So we're trying. We are currently, it's 10:20. I'm just doing some training for work. Anyway. Obviously today we're going to start The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I'm very, very excited. I have not seen a bad thing about this book so far, so I'm really excited. I also know everyone's probably like, why haven't you started Fearless yet by Lauren Roberts? I'm honestly not that much in the mood for a fantasy at the moment, and I'm a bit scared because I've not seen much about Fearless so far, but I have seen some people like, I don't know, just some of the TikToks I've seen about it are making me a little bit unsure and a little bit nervous to read it, but I will get to it eventually, just don't know if that'll be this week or not. But anyway, I just thought I'd give you that very brief update, but I will speak to you all, or just see you all later when we start reading. Okay everyone, it is now the evening. I've gone to the gym, I just had dinner, I made the like TikTok baked feta pasta just because it is quite truly the easiest and quickest thing that I can ever make. So it is my go-to on days where I'm like, I don't want to be spending ages cooking tonight. So just finished eating and cleaning up, and I'm about to go have a shower and get into bed, and then we can finally start Conditions of Will. Okay guys, it is me doing that when I'm not wearing a watch. It is 9:20. I am currently on page 102 of the Conditions of Will. I'm loving it. I was really tired. I basically, because I decided for God knows what reason to put on like eyeliner and stuff today, the eyeliner that I have, no matter what you do, will not come off unless you use a cleansing balm. And because I did that, whenever I use a cleansing balm on my eyes, it makes me feel really tired anyway. That was a really long way to explain that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna read like a few chapters and then I'm just gonna like watch something. Every time I was like, at the end of this chapter, I'm gonna put it down. No. This book is addictive. Jessa Hastings' writing is insane. It's just like the way she figures out how to describe things baffles me. Like the best way, because like I would never in a million years think to describe things that way, but she will use metaphor to describe something, and every single time without fail I'll be like, that is insane. But I'm really liking it. I'm not really sure what the plot is, but I don't really care. Like, I'm enjoying it so much that I haven't even like thought for a second like what the plot is. I'm very confused about like, I guess, what kind of genre of book am I reading right now, but I don't really care. I'm enjoying it nonetheless. This is like, there's some books sometimes that like they really don't have a plot, but I'm having such a great time that I don't care. Like another example of that would be Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. Literally the plot of that book is you're just following these women through life. I didn't care that there wasn't a plot. I was obsessed with that book, sobbed my eyes out at the end of it, don't get me wrong, but I loved that book from start to finish. I really struggled to put it down, and that's kind of the feeling I'm getting with this one, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna definitely read more tomorrow. I have like told myself like, I'm gonna put it down, because it's at one of those points now where I'm like, if I keep going, I'm not gonna be able to stop. And it was at a point in the storyline where I was like, I feel like this is a good place to stop, so let's put it away now and we'll come back to it tomorrow when I've got a lot more time. Other than that, I don't really have anything else to share for today, so I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Good morning and happy Friday. It is Friday today, which means it's a half day at work. Fridays I always finish at 12, which is perfect. It just makes me feel like I have a longer weekend, even if I don't. The plan for today is working this morning and then log off at 12. As soon as I log off, I'm gonna go to the gym. Today is pull day, I believe. And then quickly go to the supermarket on my way back, grab a couple of bits for dinner, and then we're just gonna chill out for the rest of the day. I'm gonna read a lot more of the Conditions of Will, I imagine, today. Like I said last night, I'm really enjoying it, so definitely looking forward to sitting down and getting much further into the book. But that's all I have for you this morning, so I will see you all later on when we read some more. I am back. I just got back from the gym, had a shower, all that fun stuff. I've changed into some comfy clothes. I'm just wearing this like red linen shirt and some black linen trousers. Both of these are actually Stradivarius, I believe. I am going to start reading soon, but because I have literally just got back, I'm going to give myself a minute to like decompress. It's 2:15, so we've got plenty of time to read this afternoon. I was going to try and go out today because the weather is so nice. It's meant to be like 21 degrees today, I think. Regardless, it's really warm. But alas, there's really bad traffic everywhere and I don't really know where I would go, to be honest. So I've just decided I'm gonna stay at home today, which is fine. The Conditions of Will. Easiest 5 stars I've ever given a book. Oh my god. I was glued to that book, and this is the problem, is if you ask me to explain why I loved that book so much, I don't think I can. Like, I truly, like, I don't know how to explain why I loved it so much. All I can tell you is that I loved it, and I'm desperate for another book like that, or like with those characters. It was so good. And Jessa Hastings' writing, if you have not yet picked up a Jessa Hastings book, go do it. I would highly recommend The Conditions of Will. It was amazing. I just loved that book so much. I loved it so much. Like, I actually truly cannot explain how much I loved it. But yeah, and now like I have no idea what I'm gonna read next, because that was such a great book. I could have just kept reading that for ages. I've been reading that since, what, 2 p.m. today? Like, I've literally only put it down to make dinner and that was it. So if you were thinking about buying or reading The Conditions of Will, do it now. I now immediately need the physical copy. There are too many books that I have read recently on Kindle that I'm now like, oh, I need the physical copy. Examples are Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, the entire Kindred's Curse series. That series, I cannot explain how much I need the physical copies. Like, that series was addictive. And now The Conditions of Will, I need the physical copy. And I know I was against it because it's a hardback, but I don't care. I need the physical copy. I just can't get over how good that book was. It's quite late now. What is the time? 5 to 10. And I do actually have an early start tomorrow. My friend is picking me up at 9:45 in the morning because we are going to the beach. So I need to be up bright and early in the morning for when she comes to pick me up. I am trying to figure out now, though, quickly, what I want to read next. As you will have seen in a couple of clips before this, I obviously went to the beach today with my friends. It was really, really lovely. We just kind of chilled out, had a nice lunch together, caught up. Definitely some much needed friend time. I did come back and fall asleep for a good hour and a half. I don't know what happens to me at like 2 p.m, but it's like my energy just crashes, and I got back and I was like, yeah, I need a nap. So took a nap, just still about waking up from it. Also, please ignore my hair. It was actually really pretty earlier. I had it in nice like Dutch braids. However, as we were literally getting lunch, I noticed that one of the elastics broke, and I was like, oh, I'll just salvage it when we get back to the table. But by the time we got back to the table, it had completely fallen out. My hair was starting to come out, and I didn't have a spare hairband, so I just had to take it out. So it's now up in a bun. I'm going to wash it tonight. It's, as you can probably tell from how shiny it is, it's so greasy. But it's currently 5:50. I haven't read at all yet today. I do kind of want to start my book now though. I realised I actually didn't share with you guys last night what book I am starting now. I decided that I was going to start, I can't remember the name of it, I'm just looking on my Kindle because for what it was. Still My Heart by Laura Pavlov. I have heard good things about her books and I just wanted something quick and easy for the next 2 days because I want to read on Tuesday when Wild and Wrangled comes out. I want to read that straight away. So figured that this would be a nice, yeah, it's 370 pages, so I feel like that's gonna be good. It's marketed as a small town enemies to lovers workplace standalone romance. It is actually part of a series though. It's a Rosewood River series, but it has really good reviews, so I figured it would be a good one for me to start. So I'm going to start that in a minute. Currently 47 pages into Still My Heart, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm contemplating DNFing it. I never DNF books. I think I've DNF'd maybe one book in the entire time I've been reading, but this is irritating me in so many ways. He is her boss, and within a week of knowing each other he's asking her whether she enjoys sex, which I just think is weird. I don't like it. I really don't like it, and I don't see myself liking it, so I'm thinking of reading or starting something else just because I'm really not enjoying that book. One of those ones where it's like, if it's annoying me this early in, like we're 40 pages in. He also, what was it? It was like he'd known her for like a few days, and for the fact that she like bit her lip, he was like, I don't know, it's making me uncomfy. I don't like it. So I don't think there's anything on my shelves really at the moment that I'm like desperate to read. So I think I am gonna look on my Kindle and I will let you know what I find. Okay, I've decided I am going to start Fearless instead. Sorry, my dog is going crazy in the background. I did just buy it on Kindle. I didn't really want to spend the money, but I was also just like, I know I want to read it soon and I'm not going to buy the hardback, so like I'm going to have to buy it at some point. May as well just do it now. I am also getting to that point where a lot of Fearless related TikToks are coming up on my For You page, and I'm like doing my best to avoid them because I don't want any spoilers, so may as well read it now. But yeah, I've just bought it. She is now on there, but I will actually start Fearless. Good morning everyone and happy Sunday. Today is obviously the last day that I'll be filming this video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. I've really enjoyed filming it. Last night I ended up only reading 31 pages of Fearless, mainly because I started it at like 9 PM, so I was quite tired. I will say there's a lot that I don't remember. So I read Reckless literally as soon as it came out, and I remember rereading Powerless before I started Reckless. I didn't really think to do that this time. So there are a lot of characters that already I'm like, I don't remember who this person is. But thankfully it has picked up exactly where we left off. I'm really hoping that we will get to see Mac again. If you read Powerful, obviously Mac fell in love with Adina, and I loved Powerful. And there was like a little prologue at the beginning of Fearless, and I'm hoping that that was talking about Mac and that he will make an appearance, because I found it odd in Reckless that like we didn't see him at all, especially as like his story is kind of left unfinished. So I'm really hoping that we'll get some of him back in Fearless. But yeah, obviously still like barely even started it, to be honest, so I'll read some more of that today. But I am about to head off to my sister's. I'm seeing my friend Megan today, and we're going to go out for a nice lunch, so I'm about to leave and drive to my sister's, drop off my stuff because I'm just going to stay at hers tonight. Long drive ahead of me, but yeah, that is my little update for you this morning, and I will see you guys later. Actually next week, it is Monday. I never ended up filming an outro yesterday because it was just a very busy day and I was trying to just like soak up the time that I was spending with people, but I did read and I obviously inserted a clip. I decided in the evening, I was like, actually I want to get in some exercise, and my sister has like a walking pad, so I was like, I'm gonna walk and read on my Kindle. I did that until my Apple Watch decided it wanted to die. So this week we managed to read like 2.5 books, shall we say that? We started off the week reading, I just completely forgot all the books that we read this week. Obviously we started off the week by reading Summer in the City by Alex Astor. We read The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I'm now, you know, into Fearless by Lauren Roberts. I actually read some more of that on my lunch break at work today and I'm loving it. About to pick it straight back up right now. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and you're looking forward to hopefully seeing more content from me, then obviously please subscribe. It would mean the world. Like the video if you enjoyed it, comment down below any suggestions you have or any videos you want to see from me. I'm more than open to a ton of ideas that you guys hopefully have. But otherwise, it's been lovely chatting with you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!